right, so of course, gotta gotta ask you about it.
Come on with it.
That raping situation. You know what? Before that, since you mentioned your lady and your four sons,
Mm-hmm.
um, what's going on with your lady at this time? Like you already locked up. What's going on with her at this time?
Well, to be honest, I did the big boy thing, which was hard, but I knew it was the right thing. I try my best. I'm never near perfect, never, but I try to make good decisions that's going to help me in the future. Stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I know that's what you call I know that's going to happen anyway in
Mm-hmm.
time. So what I did was, even before I got sentenced in the county jail, Pittsburgh, when I got found guilty,
Mm-hmm.
it hurt me to my heart. But my four sons' mother, I told her that we just breaking this thing down to a friendship, and I still, be there for her, and I appreciate, if she, be there for me. But I wasn't asking her to do my time with me,
You're right.
as well as I wasn't asking. I didn't want her to be my woman no more. I wanted to get that pain out the way
Mm-hmm.
right now because she was so beautiful, and the only reason why guys wasn't coming on tour when I was out there because they knew how I went,
Mm-hmm.
and that's 100%. But I knew when they read that newspaper,
Mm-hmm.
it said that I was looking at 360 months, even though I got the 240 to 20. They knew I'd be out of there,
Mm-hmm.
and they knew I went to trial, and I already got found guilty. So, man, I had first cousins and every. To answer your question, I told her we just being friends.
Mm-hmm.
She went off in the county jail crying, made a big scene, and the guards looking at me like I done did something wrong, but I figured I did something right. But they don't know what was said,
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, y'all take me back. But she ended up calming down and everything, and we talked, and I explained to her. I said, we can be the best of friends. And I say, we stand a chance on getting back together one day.
Mm-hmm.
I said, under these two things right here. I say, if you don't get pregnant again, or you mess with somebody that I was halfway, cool with, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say anybody. I mean, come on, I'm letting you go and live your life.
Right,
But
for sure.
like one of my cousins or a brother or something, I say, if you don't do that, we stand a good chance on getting back. If you want me back by then, it's going to be a long time.
For sure.
And she agreed and was like, no, her whole thing was when she walked back out of there, she wanted me to be her man,
Mm-hmm.
mentally, in her head, that we both had that, we still together. But to me, even though I told her yes, when I walked up out of there, I had my same attitude that I knew I was going to let her be so I could be strong and do my time.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have been, a big problem right there, laying up in a rack, every night, thinking about what she did, even though I did it anyway for a while, but, that way it was gonna only hurt so long, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What about your sons? Like, what are your sons, before you go in, like, what are your sons saying?
Well, my oldest boy was 7 years old
Mm-hmm.
when I went. Remember I told you I had a 7-year run down in Pittsburgh with the drugs, and I made him the first year I was there with his mom, we kept, she spit him out 4 within them 7 years. And he was the only one that like really, brain was functioning good enough like to really, really remember me real good.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, the hurt piece of that was his birthday was January 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in January 19th, and I just knew and promised him that I'd be the maid bomb before he had his birthday. Remember I told you I didn't make bomb? So that was that hurt me more than it hurt him, but I kind of like lost a whole lot with my sons, when I went in, the first couple of years, after what was going on with their mother, she just went the other way. She just did a 180 on me, as far as respect for herself and everything, which I knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
But make a long story short, I I turned over my rights to my 4 sons' youngest brother. Yes, she made one, like I knew was going to happen
Mm-hmm.
when I was in. I turned over my rights to their youngest brother, who called me dad to this day, his biological grandmother, and just told her, only thing I ask is for you to keep my 4 sons with my last name.
Mm-hmm.
She sent the paperwork to prison, whatever. I signed them and everything. And it ain't take 1 year. She changed my boy's name and everything, man.
Damn.